Did you just get laid off your job? Or times are uncertain and your business is slow? Or you might be perfectly fine but you'd like another income stream? Well, stay tuned for this video because I got some news for you. At times like this, it couldn't be more important to have an extra income stream. Now, I know what you're thinking. I already have a 60-hour job a week and I'm already exhausted from work. How am I supposed to work even more to have another income stream? Well, folks, I got something unique for you. Passive income. That's right. Unlike most 9-to-5 jobs and even businesses for that matter, where you have to trade time for money, I'm going to share how you can do the job once and get paid over and over again for doing the job just once. And what I'm actually talking about is rental properties, which can be rented out once and you can collect the checks month after month. If done right, you can actually build a large enough portfolio to cover all of your monthly expenses and never have to worry about your finances ever again. How does that sound? If what I said to you earlier made sense, you're going to want to watch this video. I'm going to share different investments in 3 of the top cities that a lot of people are starting to invest in. That is Hamilton, Mississauga, and Brampton. Just for the sake of comparing prices and the different properties in the area, I'll share what my feedback is and let you guys decide what you think. Now, as investors, most investors only care about one thing. Guess what that is? Numbers. That's right. So I'm going to share a few numbers with you, but full disclosure, none of those numbers are guaranteed. They are just estimates, so you are required to do your own due diligence or hire a professional like myself to back those numbers up with solid evidence. Let's dive into it. So the first property we're going to talk about is in Hamilton. This property is currently listed on the market, and we're going to dive into some numbers here. So first, I'd like to show you pictures of this house. As you can see, pictures look decent. Property looks like it's in not only livable shape, but it's in a very well kept appearance. Now, let's talk about some numbers. So this property is unique because it is a legal duplex with an option to turn it into a triplex. If we were to just look at the numbers when it's a duplex, real quick math here, with 20% down, you're averaging an income of about $2,500 because they're claiming $1,390 on the top floor, $1,150 on the main floor, so you're at around $2,540 a month in just rental income. Now, the major upswing in potential here is if you were to finish that third unit, because that unit can actually generate another $1,400 every month. So just add a general math again, 20% of $630,000, which is what the property cost, we're looking at about $130,000 in down payment. If we divide that from the additional rental income we'll make from finishing that third unit, you're looking at roughly 10% return on your money. If we were to add the principal pay down and the appreciation to the mix, the returns are well into the double digits, and here's why. If we look at this article here, just since last year, the prices in Hamilton have gone up 23% for 3 bedrooms. This year, you can only imagine what it's going to look like. The best part about these investments is whether the market even does tank, if your property is fully rented and cash flowing, it doesn't matter because you're not going to sell your property at a downtime. That would be foolish unless you really have to liquidate. Moving on, let's look at a more expensive city like Mississauga. Now, the numbers aren't going to look as great as Hamilton. However, the appreciation does outweigh some of the numbers with cash flow. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So looking at this property on Full Moon Crescent in Mississauga, it's a detached home in a very well sought after area. I'll let you browse through some of the pictures. As you can see, it's a very decent property. It's listed for $899,000. So with 20% down of your mortgage payments look like around $3,500 a month. Now, after we rent this place out with tenants upstairs and downstairs, the rental income is roughly $3,800 a month. If we were to do a quick math to determine what the cap rate looks like, well, if we were to divide the $180,000 down payment with a $300 cash flow, because that's after your mortgage payments, we're looking at about 1.6% of a return on investment. However, if we were to add on the principal pay down and the appreciation, the numbers do look different. If you were to just look at this article here, as you can see, since last year, the numbers have gone up 22%. And what I mean is a property like this has gone up in value by 22%. So if we were to add that onto the return, we are well into the double digits. But clearly, if we were to just rely on just cash flow, it's a pretty small return on investment. So moving on, let's talk about Brampton. Now, if you know the area of Greater Toronto, you will know that Brampton is one of the more affordable neighborhoods. And so the numbers will look a little bit better than Mississauga, but not quite as good as Hamilton. And this is what I mean. If we were to look at this detached home on Drake Street, as you can see in the pictures, the property looks like it's in decent shape. It's listed for $777,000. If we were to do a quick math, mortgage payments with 20% down is about $3,000 a month. Now, if we were to rent out the top and the bottom out, we're looking at $2,200 upstairs and $1,400 downstairs. So really quick, 20% of $770,000 is $150K. If we were to divide that with just the cash flow, so the income after your monthly expenses is roughly $600. So if we were to divide that with the down payment, we're looking at roughly 4%. 4% of return on investment plus your principal pay down and your appreciation. In this article here, you can see that the prices of such a home in Brampton have gone up about 19%. So we're still looking at double-digit returns. Now I want you to pay close attention here. What are you really looking for? Is it cash flow or appreciation? Because you can't have both in a property. So if you were to focus on cash flow, I would recommend cities that are outskirts of the Greater Toronto area. If you're fixated on appreciation, then it's not a bad idea to invest in properties that are closer to Toronto. As a first-time investor, my advice would be to always focus on cash flow, because you can actually build up enough rental income to cover all your expenses and then start dabbling into more high-risk investments. I hope you found this video helpful, folks. This was just a general high-level overview of the properties available in today's market and what you can really buy an $800,000 or $900,000 budget. If you'd like a more in-depth discussion, feel free to book a call with me and we can talk about your situation and how we can personalize an investment plan just for you. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe to my videos. And if you'd like to suggest any topics moving forward, I would love to cover them. I appreciate you tuning in. Until next time, see you later.